and nighttime is replaced by Wooper and Quagsire. But anyway, the mystery of where we are, it should now be clear. We found a new entrance to the ruins of Alph. We'll have ground move on the team, and then we'll equip soft sand, maybe. Our next surf location is right here, which allows us to grab a mystery berry, a new kind of berry. And the mystery berry is a silver starter for PP. This was the berry that came before the Lepe berry. There were a lot more berries introduced in Generation 3 compared to the ones that existed in Generation 2. All the ones from Generation 2 were reused but renamed. Mystery berry became Lepe berry, Poison Cure berry became Pecha berry, etc., etc. But the first 10 were all reused. We're going to the National Park now, not because we want to do the bug catching contest. We can't do it anyway because it's a Friday. However, you may remember that we got a call from a certain schoolboy who wanted a rematch, so I intend to give him that rematch. Now I actually remember that his first Pokemon was an Oddish, and due to this, I want Jetpack first in the party. Hi Jack. I was waiting for you, let's battle. I was waiting to show you my Jetpack. Has he trained? Doesn't seem like it. After certain points in the story, the trainers do train. I'm not sure which parts of the story these are, though. But they do train, level up, and eventually they can even evolve their Pokemon. Now that we've done all of that, catching Lapras and going to a bunch of surf and cut locations, let's continue the story. We never really explored this route. This is Route 38. Olivine City to Ecruteak City. Let's start with this battle. Fly high into the sky, my beloved bird Pokemon. So what's a bird keeper? We have an egg that's a jetpack that can shoot flames, so flamethrower. Is another of the trees that we can pick up a berry. Why are we picking up more berries? Well, we're actually very close to the location where we will be needing them. We don't have enough yet, so we won't be picking up the other berries. But, still, the berry is useful. We'll be showing off later in just a moment after a few more training vowels what they're for. This is a trainer that I like for multiple reasons. One, I remember registering her on the phone, which you can do in this game, when I first played through Pokemon Crystal, and rematching her quite a few times. For that reason, because she has good memories from me, I will be registering her here again. But in Pokemon Crystal, this is actually the trainer that can give you the Thunderstone. Occasionally she'll call you and be like, hey, I found Thunderstone, or someone gave me a Thunderstone, or something like that. I'm keeping it for you. And so this is where you can get a Thunderstone. Very useful number to have. The Firestone one was the fire breather just south of the national park. Moonstone was Picnicker on 32. Leafstone was the Picnicker on Route 34. So then the only one we haven't seen yet, although the one we haven't battled yet after this, is the one for the Waterstone, although we have seen him before. I just chose to ignore him. We'll get to him much later on. He was actually near Mahogany Town, where we went just to show off that we could go there, but we didn't really do much, because I wanted to leave that for later on in the story. Even though the levels, as you'll be able to see when we eventually get there, most of the levels there actually match what we could have had once we reach Equity. Right. Last Dana has been registered to our phone. Berry. And then somewhere here there's an item. Right in the middle, a nugget which you can sell for a lot. These Pokemon are a bunch of cows. These are all Miltank. This is the Moo Moo Farm. A Moo Moo Farm where the Pokemon that go moo, the Miltank, make milk. Moo Moo Milk. Our milk even goes out to Kanto, so if our own Miltank won't give us any milk, we're in trouble. My Miltank ain't giving me milk anymore. This here farm's got famous milk. Most everyone wants to drink. It'll give me lots of milk if we feed berries. Feed it lots of berries, I reckon. And this is what we needed the berries for. Because here in this little farmhouse thing, there's two kids with this very important Miltank. And if you feed him 7 berries in total, I think I have 1 with me right now and then 4 in the PC. So I have 5 in total, so I'll come back to this one on a later stream if I remember. If you give 7 berries in total to this Miltank, it will recover. And not only as a reward do you get a TM, you get a TM for Snore in this game. You'll also be able to buy Moo Moo Milk, and Moo Moo Milk is actually a very nice healing item. It heals 100 HP, so it's double of a super potion, half of a hyper potion in this game anyway. And it's pretty cheap as well for what it heals. And so for this point in the game, they are very useful healing items to have, easy to get to. So if you have enough berries, or if you've saved them up from early on, like I originally intended, but then I decided to use some of them for healing. If you save them up, you can go here, get Snore. The TM is it's TM. it's not a great one. But the Moo Moo Milk, they're very nice healing items. So I recommend you buy some. These are two Pokefans. They both have a Pikachu. The male one, Derek, I believe you can register his phone number. At least you can a crystal, so I assume it's also in gold and silver. But occasionally, he will be giving you a nugget, just like how some of the trainers I mentioned earlier, like Last Dana can give you a Thunderstone. This guy can give you a nugget. We Pokefans have a policy of not listening to other people brag. And he wants my phone number anyway. I'm pretty sure that in Crystal you can only get his phone number if you have a Pikachu in your party. Because otherwise, like, he won't respect you or something, I'm not really sure. Dana already? Already? Anthony and Joey haven't called me for a battle once. Earlier in the stream, we fought Jack for the first time, and he was from National Park. And now Dana just wants to fight. Okay, I'm close anyway, let's go fight Dana. We don't even have to go through any grass to get to her, she's right here. I guess there's a low chance of anyone calling you, as long as we're on a different route than what she is, and the route we were just on, where from Moo Moo Farm and further south, that's considered Route 39, and Dana's on Route 38. So we're on a different route than her, so she can't call us. And then there's a small chance maybe that she wants the rematch. And that did happen, we're just lucky in a sense. We'll just take the battle, take the EXP, take the money. Aaron. You again? There's no need to panic, I don't bother with wimps like you. Speaking of weaklings, the city's gym leader isn't here. Supposedly taking care of a sick Pokemon at the lighthouse. Woohoo! Just let sick Pokemon go! A Pokemon that can't battle is worthless. Why don't you go train at the lighthouse? Who knows? It might make you a bit less weak. And he isn't kidding! The gym leader of Olivine Gym, nowhere to be seen. She really is at the lighthouse. Jasmine, the gym leader, is at the lighthouse. She's been tending to a sick Pokemon. A strong trainer has to be compassionate. Very true. Yeah. So we cannot fight this gym just yet. What we can do is grab our next fishing rod. The good rod is obtained right here. And something else that's here is a bar. Restaurant kind of place. For sailors, for sea people. And this person says we're a lightweight and we require some strength. HMO4 for strength. So now that we have this, we can do some more exploring. I did say there were some areas that we would go back to. But before we do, one more thing we have to take care of. Oh, Krabby! We have Krabby on our team, and I believe it is in this house where we need to be. Hi, I'm looking for this Pokemon. If you have Krabby, would you like to trade it for my Voltorb? Sure. I have a cookie just for you. See ya, Cookie! Maybe it was sent to Tim. Ran a Scrabby, Tim sends Voltorb. Tim bids farewell to Voltorb. And now we have a bigger Pokeball on the overlay. This person's very happy with their Krabby. And now we have Volty, the Voltorb. At level 10, because it's the same level as the one that we gave. With a Paralyzed Cure Berry attached. But we're going to get rid of that because we can use it for something else. I did say there were some things to do, and that we could explore Union Cave and Slowpoke Well more with strength. But after looking at the amount of money I had, I realized I could also go to the game corner. And spend some cash. So we want 2,100 coins. For that we needed 42,000 Pokédollars. We saved the game because we want a female. And not just because the nickname fits me. That is the only reason I wanted the Lapras female. Is because I had a female nickname for it. I didn't have one for a male Lapras. This one's actually important. If we get a male one, it serves no purpose. We need a female. The TMs are not Pokemon. I would like to have a Dratini. I can't carry anymore. I need a space in my party. You can't just throw it in the box. Okay, I'll be right back. Take two. Hi, I would like to have a Dratini. Thank you. Dratini, the dragon Pokemon. It is born large to start with. It repeatedly sheds its skin as it steadily grows longer. Sure, I'll give it a nickname, and it is a girl. Let's go. And this one is Noodle. Noodle the Dratini. Let's take a look at the moves it has. So this is the first opportunity you have of getting a Dratini in this game. Comes at level 10 with Rapleer and Thunder Wave. So if you eventually want to end up with the Dragonites, this is the first opportunity for you to get it, I believe. I think you can get it with fishing rods later, now they have a good rod, maybe other super. In Crystal, you get actually a better Dratini later on in the game. I'll mention that probably when it happens. Yeah, this is, in Gold and Silver, the first opportunity to get a Dratini. I'm not going to use it in my main team, but I did want a female one for something in the future. Yes! I was on my way back to Slowpoke Well, and Anthony the Hiker wants to battle. He is right between Union Cave and Slowpoke Well. This is perfect. So we're gonna battle him and then delete his phone number immediately. See you at Anthony. Oh, Anthony! Have you been training? Let's see your team. The last time you almost completely obliterated me. That was one of the scary fights that I've had in this walkthrough. I was really happy it wasn't an Nuzlocke, because you really did some murdering. He did train. I think Johto was like level 10 or 11 last time. He's nowhere near what I have right now, but he trained. So maybe depending on where the trainer is fought, they level up after certain badges. So maybe this one levels up after Gym 3 or after I've beaten Gym 4. Machamp! Sorry? Machamp was level 11 last time. You skipped Machoke, went straight to Machamp. Cheater! Machamp doesn't get Machoke until, like, what is it, level 25 something? 28! 10 levels too early! What have you been doing? Using PK Hex, that's what you've been doing. Well, more EXP for Melanie. I'll take it. I have some memories of you, Anthony, and you've also talked about the Dunsparce, so, yeah, bye. Let's talk to him. Hi, you want to register my phone number? No. You can surf here in Slowpoke. Well, not really much there, except I think you can catch Slowpoke. Here's their first strength build. However, we never taught strength to anything. But that, and the fact that I went through Ilex first to get here and I needed cut, is one of the reasons why Scales is currently on the team. Because Scales can not only learn cut, it can also learn strength. So goodbye bite. Hello strength. And thanks to the Goldenrod Gym Badge, I can make use of it and push this boulder out of the way. Which gives us access to a little more area to surf in. Not much here, it just fills up that area to the little pond where we just were. And this bottom floor. There isn't a huge floor, there's some surfing here. And 2 platforms you can go on. There's this man. Waiting to see Slowpoke's moment of evolution. And he made a discovery. Slowpoke with a King's Rock often gets bitten by a Shelder. King's Rock with you, yes. In the anime, when a Slowpoke gets bitten on the tail by a Shelder, it evolves into a Slowbro. And the thing you actually see in Slowpoke's tail is actually an evolved Shelder, which doesn't look like a cloister. It's still a very interesting thing about how Pokemon evolutions work. So that's what they're referencing. But King's Rock allows Slowpoke to evolve as well. If you make it hold a King's Rock and trade it, it becomes a Slow King. I don't think anyone uses Slow King in this game. In terms of trainers, NPCs. I don't intend to use it, so you won't see a Slow King in this walkthrough until the bonus episode where I show you where to and how to obtain all the Pokemon. King's Rock, though, isn't just useful for that. Because if you move first, it has a 10% chance of making the opponent flinch. And I'm actually going to make Breeze hold that, because it's already pretty fast. Headbutt has a chance to flinch. I think this stacks on top of that. So Breeze, with its different kind of strategies, with things like Sleep Powder, Leech Seed, and Headbutt, has a slightly higher chance of making things flinch. I don't remember what is on the other side. There is an item. Repels effect will wear off. It's fine by me. TM18? We have Team 18. Is that Rain Dance? No, that's 11. TM18. No, 18 is Rain. Yeah, 11 is Sunny Day. So, earlier in the stream I mentioned weather effects were introduced, and this is the TM for one of such weather effects. Push the ball the other way. Luckily we can actually do that. It's not blocked off with something like Slowpoke or Team Rocket or anyone like that. I was almost about to say... Well, I was about to say... Our repel's worn off a while ago. I haven't yet seen a wild Pokemon. Here's the wild Pokemon. It's a slow Pokemon. Once more, we are back in Union Cave. The last time we went through here, we found a part of the ruins of Alf that was previously inaccessible. We did a Ho-Oh puzzle and unlocked some new unknown. But now we have this strength plus. Oh yeah, where the Ho-Oh was also where we can catch Natu and Smeargle. The only place in the game where you can catch that. But we also have this exit. Some ledges. Remember these ledges? Because right after the Ho-Oh puzzle, we surfed south of the area of the ruins of Alf. And we did an Aerodactyl puzzle. Well, that's to the bottom right of this. If I jump off this ledge to my right, I'd actually end up there. I'm gonna jump off this ledge, end up in the fourth of 4 areas within the ruins of Alf, where we can do a puzzle. This Pokemon drifted in the sea by twisting its 10 tentacles. Ooh, which Pokemon is that? The hardest puzzle of all, because the corners aren't straight. Actually, the Aerodactyl one might have been more difficult. Oh, no, Ho-Ohs. I don't know. Kabuto was certainly the easiest. We can still see that some of these make sense in specific locations, though. They're harder to see. This one seems like it's a corner because it's a wave and it stops. See, this one seems like it goes on the side. I have to remember that the background is the black stuff, and the black stuff isn't what actually matters. The white stuff, that's the body. I think black is the water here. Let's do the sides first. This seems like it would be the bottom. This is probably on the right. Bottom left? Could work. It doesn't fit greatly, but it could work. This might be at the top. Doesn't fit here. This does fit with a little white dot. Fits with the white stuff next to it. Which connects with this? No. I'll put that one to the side then. This. Much better. Then this is probably on the right. More waves. Is this on the left then? It looks really weird on its own, but now I see it's an eye. Let me just see which one fits where. Oh, I think this is this. We need a second eye. Or does it not have an eye in this? Yeah, that fits better. And then this is in the middle, because that completes the helix of Ammonite. Its other eye must be hidden. And this unlocks the rest of the unknown. So now all of them can be caught. And as mentioned previously when I was here, Unknown Z has a slightly lower chance of appearing compared to the rest. But all Unknown A through Z can now be obtained here in the ruins of Alf. And the one encounter we get here is Unknown E. We were able to catch that after the Kabuto puzzle early on in this stream. Or early on in the walkthrough. Not in this stream. In this stream we did all the other ones. Alright, one more thing to show in this episode. And that's back in Olivine. The final area I wanted to show you is in Olivine City. However, not in the main city like we're here with the Pokemart and the Poke Center and stuff. Also, if you didn't have a Krabby yet at this point, using an old rod or the good rod that you got here in Olivine City, is fishing right here, gives you just over half just over, a chance just over half, 55% chance to encounter a Krabby here with a good rod, or just 15 with the Ultra. The good rod allows you to get a Krabby right here for that trade, so that's simple, but I wanted to catch it as soon as possible. That's not what we're here for, though. The rest of the story takes us that way, but not before we've gone that way. We're going neither, we're going this way. A place that you don't actually have to go. And there's not really much you can do here, because this is the port, the harbor. Later on in the game, there's a boat here that you can use, a ship, but you can't really access it yet because you don't have the ticket for it. As we will likely be sent away here. We don't want you to fall in the sea, so you're not allowed in. That's also a good reason. Shelder are easy to catch here, they're kind of rare everywhere else. That is indeed true. With a good rod, 10% chance, and with a super rod, a 30% chance to catch Shelder. So that is available here, but that's not the only Pokemon that is available here. 20% chance with a good rod, and 40% chance with a super rod is... not Tentacle. Tentacle's pretty common. It's Chinchou. And the last thing I wanted to show in this episode is that you can catch both Shelder and Chinchou here. They can be caught in different areas. Lantern can even be caught with a super rod in this location. Not sure if Lantern appears in other areas. Maybe. I know Chinchou does. But both Shelder and Chinchou can be caught in different areas, but I didn't want to show that they exist here, or at least mention that this exists, because normally people go to the lighthouse, and then go to the sea and do the rest of the story, and they only really come here later on in the game when you have access to the ship. But not that many people think of either surfing or fishing in this location. It counts as Olivine City, but it has a different location within Olivine. You have Olivine City Standard and Olivine City Harbor, and there's different encounter chances. It's just Tentacle and Tentacle in terms of surfing. And with a good rod, it's still a 35% chance to find a Tentacle. You can still find Magikarp. But Shelder and Chinchou together are still a 30% chance encounter rate. So both Shelder and Chinchou, if you would want to add either of them to your team, Shelder becomes a Cloyster, a Water Ice type, with especially high physical defense stat. I think it's 140. So it might be weak to fighting moves, but considering all fighting moves are physical in this game, it can take the hits very well. Chinchou evolves into Lantern, a Water Electric type, and that's not a common combination, so it has Surf and Thunderbolt and some really nice stat moves. Moves that are commonly used for very super effective hits on Pokemon throughout the story. It's pretty nice stats as well, so that could be a Pokemon that you consider using. So I just wanted to show off that that's here. Here's a Chinchou. I'm not going to catch it. I'm not going to catch Shelder either. But I wanted to show you that that existed. So if you're here in Olivine, you want to catch a Chinchou or a Shelder to potentially add a Lantern or a Cloyster on your team, this is probably the best place for you to catch them. That was it for this episode, and also for this stream of Pokemon Gold. We didn't actually get any badges this stream, nor did any of our Pokemon evolve, which is the first time that either of that's happened. We did get a new main team member. In Lapras, we caught that at the very start of the stream. Melanie replacing Scales. So only our 6th slot has to be filled with Proton the Flaffy. Actually, we'll just, as I always do at the end of the stream, let's look through what we have on team. Melanie at level 24, our Lapras, Surf Bodies, I'm Confused, right, and Growl. War Bandit, the Heracross, Horn Attack, Rock Smash, Fury Cutter, and Endure. Jetpack, the Togepi, Flamethrower, Headbutt, Metronome, Charm. Breeze, the Skiploom, with Headbutt, Sleep Powder, Leech Seed, and Poison Powder. I like that with Leech Seed now, and also with King's Rock attached. I'm looking forward to using Breeze some more in the future. And we also have Proton the Flaffy, currently our highest level Pokemon on the team. It has Thunder Wave, it has Swift, but Thunder Punch and Fire Punch are its best moves for the moment. And then we have Fluff the Eevee, just to have it with us, gain some steps, gain some friendship, to eventually show off one of its evolutions. Thank you very much for watching this stream, thank you very much for watching this episode. I hope you will be back for future episodes and streams. Please always remember that no matter the situation, that you are worth it. Goodbye.